Hi, this is Shilpa here. I published a post and my survey last week about the upcoming HomeoQuest next generation software. That was really the first time I publicly announced that I was going to release this new mobile version. So we've been working on this for years, literally, but I hadn't mentioned it, in the network out there. I've got a big response in my survey question, something like 160, 170 replies. So that was really cool. People seem pretty excited. So it is one of those things, you just keep on making those baby steps. And here I go. Pretty exciting. So let me show you a quick sneak peek.
So this is the screen that you'll see when you open your HomeoQuest Mobile. Now here you'll see all the different tabs of you know which you find in your software. Now I'm going to start with repertory search, and we're going to put in a rubric here, say fear of death, and you'll see all the symptoms with fear death coming up here. If you click on a particular rubric, you'll see all the remedies in there. Now, if you wish to repertorize this particular rubric, you simply click repertorize and the repertorization starts right here. So similarly, you can have different types of rubrics repertorize and the repertorization gets updated. If you want to put another rubric here, we can say something like head pain, and again you'll see all the symptoms, all the rubrics with head pain come up here. Say if you want to choose this particular rubric, say repertoire, then the repertorization gets updated here. Now if you want to check the repertorization in detail, all you need to do is open up the tab and you see all the remedies, all your rubrics that you selected here, all the remedies with the count, the total, and the grade for them.
Pretty exciting. I am excited because I'm also going to be shooting a lot of, full-on training videos soon, and the publication date is in a couple of days. So got a lot of pretty great comments on it. One of them was, it has taken a long time to come through. And yes, I know it has. It has taken us 4 years to release it after the HomeoQuest community and the premium versions were released about 4 years back. And there is a reason why it took so long. The HomeoQuest software has literally been my life. It has been, my life, my HomeoQuest owner's life. It has been such a huge thing in our clinical world. And now with the HomeoQuest next generation, we wanted to bring it out that much bigger. And HomeoQuest was never about repertorization, your rubrics. It became an incredible tool to find the best clinically validated prescriptions without wasting time on trying to create rubrics and trying to repertorize them. Because eventually, with the Quest feature, it became a machine to match the actual prover's words with the actual patient words through the Quest feature. And that is why practitioners with no formal training in homeopathy and even some of the patients could start leveraging the potential of homeopathic database through HomeoQuest. It was amazing because people started landing on the most clinically proven remedies for their patients' exact words within minutes. And people started making these incredible prescriptions and having this incredible impact on their patients through their homeopathy. So HomeoQuest has completely transformed the way people started using homeopathic softwares. It has completely transformed their lives, their patient lives, and so it's much more than just repertorization. And now with the HomeoQuest next generation, we are bringing it out that much bigger. The story and the heart of HomeoQuest is in this mobile version too. And frankly, we have had such a growing demand for the mobile version, and we have been working on it for a few years now. So first I want to talk a little bit about the process of how the HomeoQuest next gen version has been created, because it has been a crazy, amazing, painful, laborious process to get this thing done. I mean, Atul and his team had to literally rethink and recreate and rewrite the entire HomeoQuest program again for the mobile version from scratch. And there have been hundreds of hours of programming. But beyond that, those countless hours spent on thinking and brainstorming. And during this time, we held it really close to ourselves. I had not really shared this with anyone while the development was happening. Just Atul, his team, and I going back and forth with the ideas. And normally when I launch new courses, new products, or books, or anything, I'm always bouncing off ideas from you, from other peers, from my Argenta mentoring group. I run it by them. I get their feedback even before I sometimes build those products. And that is great. But with HomeoQuest NextGen, I didn't, because it felt so close. It felt like my heart. It was like all we've been working on so intensely on getting that HomeoQuest experience right. Because for Atul and I, it was not just about creating any repertorization or any app that works on a mobile. I mean, to create just the repertorization part was like the easiest bit. But then it had all the features that you have in your HomeoQuest community and HomeoQuest Premium. But to be able to get the intuitive fluidity and that unique HomeoQuest experience that you're so used to through that tiny mobile screen, that was the challenging part. We could not take a shortcut and release it until we were convinced it gave you that amazing HomeoQuest experience. It basically takes your HomeoQuest community and HomeoQuest, premium and distills it. And I guess one of the question in one of the emails was, Shilpa, why are you doing this? And there are a lot of reasons why my team and I have put in such a lot of work in this mobile version. And one of the things was, for years, people have been asking me to provide an easy to use distilled mobile version of the software so it could help them reach the masses anywhere, anytime. So for those acute calls, for those quick references at your patient's bedside, when you're on the field working in rural places, well, you are on a holiday and get that, call from your patients, or you are traveling. And one practitioner said that she's worked in rural South Africa without Wi-Fi. She's only got mobile data. So, and my survey showed 90% of the practitioners today have a mobile, but only 43 have a laptop, and even lesser have a desktop. And that's why I've tried to do here is I've given you the entire HomeoQuest package, both the community and the premium in its full power. The repertorization with all its advanced features, the amazing repertory search, the unique quest analysis, the incredible remedy comparison, the filters, the patient case notes, the Mathematica browsers, everything. It's like a bonsai version of your desktop and laptop. So you can have the same powerful features even when you're away from your clinics and your homes. So people have written to me about having access to the same features as that of a desktop version on a mobile. So they are not restricted in any way. So I promise that this is as much HomeoQuest as I can or we could squeeze in this little device, and it's pretty good. So like I said, it's such a personal thing for us to build this mobile version. So much of it is tied to my HomeoQuest journey and my evolution as a practitioner. Since I first started using it in my rural clinic, it would have been a dream to have that mobile version when I was working in that rural clinic in 2001. So it's so personal that I was worried about letting people look at it when I first launched HomeoQuest commercially. And now that it has been used over by more than 10,000 people, and I'm blessed to be constantly getting these amazing blurbs, these testimonials, these feedbacks, and it's now going to be that much bigger as I bring out the mobile version. So it's going to be awesome. So there you have it. It's taken too long, and I'm as nervous as when I first released HomeoQuest for the very first time, but I think it's important that people know this isn't something that we just made up in a few hours. It isn't something like a basic repertorization app that we could have written in a day. this came from hundreds of hours of programming, but more than that, some massive thought process. So everything in this mobile version is thoroughly thought and tested millions of times, so you get the full featured powerful distilled version of the HomeoQuest desktop and laptop without losing on the seamless intuitive experience that you deserve and your patients deserve. So I can promise that to you. It's coming soon. So all I can say is leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you would have just preferred a basic repertorization app, or is it awesome to have the entire HomeoQuest and its power on the mobile now? Just want to know, what do you think? Leave me a comment.